You are turning in 10-minute bulletin of Bình Phước radio, television, and newspaper. You are with me, The Wang, and here are top news of today. Rubber tapping competition draws foreign contestants. The food farmers gear for their fruit harvest. Prime Minister attends U.S.-Vietnam Business Summit in Hanoi. Cross-border e-commerce boosts Vietnamese exports. First to our headline story. Vice Chairwoman of the Bình Phước People's Committee Trần Tuyết Minh recently held a meeting with leaders of the Vietnam Rubber Industry Group to discuss preparations for the Golden Hand Rubber Tapping Competition 2024.
The competition, the 14th of its kind, is scheduled to take place over 4 days, from December 14th to 17th in Bình Phước Province. So far, 60 teams have registered, including 54 from the group's affiliates and 6 from outside, with around 240 contestants in total, 72 of whom are international participants. Vice Chairwoman Trần Tuyết Minh said Bình Phước, known as the rubber capital, is proud of being chosen as the host location for the contest. The event is a chance to enhance worker skills and income while promoting the region's culture and people, she noted. She also urged local departments and agencies to coordinate responsibly and effectively with the Vietnam Rubber Industry Group to ensure the competition's success.
The Bù Đốc Island Ecotourism Resort project in Bù Đốc District will be a driving force for the district to develop ecotourism in combination with community cultural tourism. The project is part of the province's tourism development plan and backed by private investment. The Provincial Tourism Development Steering Committee has urged Bù Đốc District to support the project and develop additional local tourism products.
Under the Tourism Development Plan for 2021-2025 and Vision to 2030, Bù Đốc District has invested in infrastructure, upgraded historical sites, and invited investment in ecotourism. The district's leader said attention is paid to improving transportation infrastructure to connect attractions and promoting them through websites and social media. However, Bù Đốc is facing difficulties in calling for investment, as the district has limited number of historical sites and tourist destinations, as well as few tourism products. The Bù Đốc Island Ecotourism Resort project is a highlight of the local tourism scene. The project spans nearly 234 hectares of production forest, protected forests, and water bodies. It is now in the implementation phase.
With over 2 months until Lunar New Year 2025, fruit farmers in the Vu District, Bình Phước Province are busy preparing their crops. Some are caring for fruit in their final growth tags, while others are preparing land for a new crop for the festive season, aiming for a bountiful harvest.
With 5,300 square meters dedicated to melter cultivation, Nguyễn Văn Ngưu family in Hamlet 6, the Lập commune, regularly grows 5 crops a year, each with a 62-day cycle. Currently, they are harvesting the last batch of melons to prepare the land for the Lunar New Year crop. Meanwhile, Phạm Thị Thương family in Hamlet 6, Đồng Tiến commune, Đồng Phú district, is carefully tending to green pomelo trees on their nearly 2-hectare orchard to ensure the fruits are ready for the festive season. They anticipate a harvest of over 20,000 of pomelos for the upcoming Tet festival. In addition to experience, weather conditions significantly impact the outcomes of this harvest. Farmers must invest time and resources, adapting their care and processes to weather fluctuations to achieve achievement results for the holiday season.
Moving on to the top stories around the country. On November 27, Party General Secretary Tô Lâm had a working session with the Hanoi Party Committee Standing Board on party building, socio-economic development, and national defense security achievements in 2024, as well as plan and tasks in 2025.
According to reports at the meeting, Hanoi has achieved many achievements in various fields, such as party building, political system building, socio-economic development, national defense, security, and foreign affairs. On this occasion, leaders of ministries and Hanoi's departments discussed a number of proposals made by the city with the aim of helping the capital develop commensurately with its potential and strengths. Addressing the event, General Secretary Tô Lâm emphasized that Hanoi has been identified as a key and exemplary party committee, which leads the country in implementing the party's guidelines and state's policies. The party and state wish that the capital is always an economic growth pole of the region and the whole country, which can create momentum for the growth of surrounding localities, and also an innovation center of the whole country, he added. The party chief suggested that Hanoi should focus on preparing for the 14th National Party Congress in accordance to the set plan and try to solve related problems to further improve traffic infrastructure connection in the coming time, among others.
President Lương Cường on November 27 in Hanoi worked with the Party Central Committee's Commission for Internal Affairs, the standing agencies of the Central Steering Committee for Judicial Reform, to provide guidance on the committee's future direction and tasks.
Representatives of the Commission briefed the President on the recent progress and outcomes of judicial reform efforts, as well as the collection of feedback from Politburo members and those from relevant agencies regarding the draft regulations on the operation of the Central Steering Committee for Judicial Reform. The state leader commended the Commission for its close coordination with relevant agencies in researching and finalizing the draft regulations for submission to the Politburo for approval. He urged the Commission to thoroughly prepare for the first meeting after the Politburo issues a decision on strengthening the organization of the Steering Committee. President Quang also asked the Commission to focus on the building of a working program of the Steering Committee for the remainder of the term, thus assisting the Steering Committee in its leadership of the judicial reform.
The 2024 U.S.-Vietnam Business Summit under the theme Policies and Approaches to Ensure Mutually Beneficial Commercial Relations were held in Hanoi on November 27. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính attended the event.
The summit was jointly held by the Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the American Chamber of Commerce. It was attended by U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and former U.S. Trade Representative Michael Froman via video conference. This was an opportunity for timely discussions on the policies and directions that both governments and the private sectors need to implement, so as to ensure a mutually beneficial trade and investment relationship between Vietnam and the U.S. Addressing the third consecutive summit he has attended, Prime Minister Truyền called on U.S. businesses to expand financial investment, transfer science and technology, provide training for human resources, and share management experience with Vietnam, among others. He also called on the U.S. to remove barriers and sanctions against Vietnam, soon recognize its market economy status, and create favorable conditions for both countries and their businesses. Vietnam is always ready to welcome and create favorable conditions for foreign businesses, including those from the U.S., to invest and do business in the country, the government leader stressed.
Statistics show that Vietnam is among the top performers globally and regionally, with e-commerce growth ranking in the top 10 worldwide.
In 2023, Vietnam witnessed remarkable growth in e-commerce. The value of this market reached $20.5 billion in 2023 and is forecast to hit $45 billion by 2025. A report by Amazon Global Selling Vietnam showed that over 17 million products were exported, with value increasing by 50% and the number of selling partners growing by 40%. The overall cross-border e-commerce sector grew by 28.5% compared to the previous year. These figures clearly demonstrate the immense potential and the relentless efforts of Vietnamese enterprises in making the most of digital platforms to expand into international markets. Cross-border e-commerce serves as a leverage for online exports. A recent survey revealed that 53% of businesses engage in exports through e-commerce platforms, while 47% use self-built websites or apps. Additionally, 60% of businesses acknowledged that the value of imports and exports via e-commerce accounts for 10 to 30% of their total trade.
The World Academy of Sciences have elected 74 new fellows, with the highest number in its history, bringing its total membership to 1,444. Among the new elected fellows are 2 Vietnamese scientists.
The 2 Vietnamese scientists joining the World Academy of Sciences are Major General Professor Dr. People's Physician Nguyen Terrace Hoang Deputy Director of the 108 Central Military Hospital, and Professor Dr. Meritorious Teacher Nguyen T. Ton Mai, Vice Rector of the University of Science, Vietnam National University Ho Chi Minh City. The World Academy of Sciences brings together outstanding scientists from more than 100 countries and represents around 130 scientific academies worldwide, including the Vietnam Academy of Science and Technology.
And that also wraps up our bulletin. Thanks for tuning in and goodbye for now.